Can.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's time for Ken Stout Live.
Well, everybody, it is Friday, June 23rd, 2023. Everybody keeps saying the title says Thursday. I'm reading Friday night with a special guest and Wacky Homies opening. And he's here 3 minutes and he gets put in the waiting room. Congratulations, Alex. You set a world's record tonight. So let me bring in the Zoom homies. Hello, Greg. Hello, William. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
I don't know what you're looking at. I'm looking right at it. It says Friday night with a special guest and the Wacky Zoom homies opening. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm looking at, what you just said.
I realize what I'm looking at. So anyway, I gotta get caught up here. I'm a little bit behind.
If you stay on a little bit after the normal YouTube, there's a download in your email. Is a disc for free fusion and Dalbini.
Yeah, I think I seen that one a little bit ago when I was getting my emails. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I do remember seeing it. All right, so I got Chad over here. Tony Wallow was first. William Dawson second. Greg Guy was third, but he says fourth. So Tony, William, Greg. That makes Greg third. Jim says title still says Thursday. I don't think so. John Lloyd Sr. was fourth, which I actually believe he would have been fifth because Greg was third. Jim was fourth. John would have been fifth. Anyway, Roy says, well, I'm last again. No, it looks like Bobby came in after you did, so you're not last. One Fish says hello. Good to see One Fish. Title still says, yes, it did say Thursday. I forgot to change it. I changed it while the show was coming online. Had to rush home and get it uploaded pretty quick or ready to go or whatever you want to call it. So yes, it did say Thursday for a few moments. He is correct. And
you got on your plate.
Yeah, well, I need to start setting it up sooner rather than waiting. I figured we'd be home way sooner than we were tonight, and Blackboard's got it right. Yeah, the Blackboard's pretty good actually. There's some things, and again, I threw that in kind of at the last minute. I've not seen it. Yeah, so it's still jumping around a little bit, even on the screen, on the monitoring screen. It's clearly jumping around in OBS. So it gives me something to work on and work with. Let me go ahead and get some co-hosts in here so you guys can let people in when they make it into chat. And again, I'll take care of putting Alex in the waiting room should that be the case, and I will take care of anyone that shows up that we've never seen before. I've got a special little way I like to deal with them. I know I picked up a new subscriber tonight because I got an email about it on my phone just a few minutes ago while I was setting all this up. So let me get that back to here.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Ken.
Don't abuse it. You know there are consequences. So I'm going to get my camera situated now. Maybe, maybe not. You never know. Bobby Warren says it's a YouTuber that he watches. Okay. I just know that I got an email that said I have one. I haven't even gone to see who it is yet. I will do that here shortly. We took Mom. The fish cam is running already. Okay. We took Mom down to Brown County today, and then we took her to dinner. And that's looking like that's not doing what it's supposed to do. Wonderful. Let's try this again. There we go. Move me a little bit more this way. There we go.
Was dinner the picture you sent me, or was dinner Texas Roadhouse or somewhere else?
Was dinner? Say that again in English.
You sent me a picture earlier. Was that dinner? Was that where you took her for dinner, or was that?
Yeah, that was dinner. No, that was dinner. So she wanted to go to Golden Corral, and we took her to Golden Corral. Wasn't half bad tonight either, actually. It was very good, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoyed it.
I've never been to Golden Corral, but there's a place about 30 minutes from me that's similar to Golden Corral. They say it's the largest buffet in Arkansas.
We walked right in. We didn't have no wait whatsoever, and by the time we were sitting down from getting our food, the line on both sides were out the door. It was just, we could not have timed that any better at all. It was just amazing. I opened up the one Wintermute sent with the DaVinci Resolve Fusion Expressions cheat sheet. I'm going to get with him after the stream on that. And
I don't know what I just woke up this morning talking like this.
I think Chris has discovered a new toy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Clearly, he's discovered a new toy.
What?
Official Tim Tech. Well, that's a mouthful to say. Official Tim Tech. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. This should be up to 279 now. I will check that in a moment. But welcome into Ken Stout Live with the Zoom Homies, or the Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live. Glad to have you. I appreciate that. Now if I truly am at 279, then getting closer to that mystical. What in the world is that, Chris?
It's got RGB.
Oh,
It's a karaoke machine.
It's a karaoke machine that's got RGB on it. Oh,
Sound.
I am up to 279. So we are, 221 away from the required 500 to get partial monetization should I decide to go that route.
Yeah.
Cool. Inching right along. I don't think I'm going to be at the 300 I wanted to be at the end of June, but hey, it's good enough. It's fine. So we did see a little deer today in the state park. That was kind of the highlight of the day. Although Mom enjoyed being in the state park. It's just so nice and quiet and serene, and there's just nothing going on.
Was it a baby or was it an adult fully grown deer?
I don't. It wasn't a true baby, but I also don't think it was a fully grown deer either. I've got a video of it, but the video actually is pretty horrible. It's not in focus. You can see the deer, but it just was hard to determine what it was it an adult or was it a young foal? It wasn't, or fawn or whatever they're called. It wasn't young. I'll tell you that.
So it wasn't wasn't light brown with white spots.
Couldn't tell. It was light brown. Yes, for sure it was light brown. Now as far as the white spots go, we were too far away. It might be what I would consider possibly a teen deer. I don't know. Give me just a second here.
I was barking through this thing, and I don't know if Max likes that.
Excuse me. So Zoom should be seeing my background screen, and it should be also showing across the way there as well. So
we're seeing Zoom is seeing it, and your YouTube is seeing it, so you're good.
Right. So I don't know how to make this any bigger, but if you look right here, it's right there. It's out of focus. And
Boy's going to cross the road. We're going to get it. Look, we got
I
him.
can see it.
Oh, there you go.
Like a baby. That was a baby. So see, that's why you pull.
I actually had stopped the car to allow a car to go around us, and then.
Boy's going to cross the road. We're going to get it. Look, we got him.
Yeah, there you go. Too bad that's out of focus.
So see right there, that's why you pull.
I probably would have put the phone on the dash closer to the windshield, but it was probably one of those spur of the moment things, and you didn't have time to adjust it. So,
well, you just enjoy putting your foot in your mouth, don't you? We had put that with the little gizmo thing Jim built or recommended for me when we first got in the park. I pulled in the parking lot, I attached it to the mirror, and it was just not. If I'd have put my hand up there and focused it, it would have been fine. But I didn't think to do that. Looking on the camera or on the phone when we shot it, it looked all right. But obviously, after watching it, it was horrible. And I've got more videos. I think I shot 5 total videos. So we saw some really nice birds that we couldn't identify. And then, of course, the deer. And it was ironic because somebody had just mentioned, wouldn't it be kind of cool if we could see a deer? And 5 minutes later, we see the deer. So, Matthew says he's not a weather expert. Unfortunately, they're included as well as Kentucky. Oh, there must be a winter or a storm warning out, looks like. Let me pop chat out, bring it over here. Yeah, we had cloudy conditions all day. We had a couple times when I thought we were going to get some severe weather, but it got dark and gloomy, and man, never did get one drop of rain. So I consider that to be lucky. Storm prediction. Oh yeah.
It calmed down here today.
Yeah, I'm looking at the link, and it shows the 3-day or 3 severe outlook clock or map, whatever you want to call it. And we are in the marginal and southern Indiana, Ohio, Missouri, Alabama, Tennessee. They're in a, what's I guess a slight, yellow slight. So hopefully we need rain. I had to water the flowers tonight, but we could clearly use some rain. Tomorrow we don't have anything planned to do that and I did buy new fish. We don't have anything new or anything going on that I'm aware of. And then Sunday I've got a surprise planned, and I think she's going to like the surprise. In fact, I'm not even going to tell my sister about it because she's going to frown upon it, and oh well. So, Greg, did you get rain today?
A little bit. Grass is getting greener.
Yeah, I've got to cut mine tomorrow. I don't want to, but it's not green at all, but it's getting too tall, so I'm going to go ahead and mow it in the morning. Just hopefully we'll get some rain. Bobby said, how's the day with my mom? Day's been good. We did not have biscuits and gravy this morning.
Hey, Alex.
I'm not going to mention anyone's names, but somebody
Chris.
forgot to make it.
There's on the hurricane list of names, guess what name is way down the list this year?
Alexander.
Tammy.
Oh. That's even funnier. We have a 40% chance Sunday and a 60% chance Monday. John says they got 2.5 inches over the last 2 days. Man, I would take half of that and be very happy.
Alex might be on I don't know if Alex is on there or not.
Probably not, because years ago, I think there was already one named Alexander.
Yeah, well, I heard they don't repeat the names. Is that true?
If they don't make it to them, they might reuse the names. I don't know.
I have no idea. No idea. I was going to share one more picture.
I got good news today. There's a concert tomorrow that I plan on going to, and my sister's new boyfriend he's supposedly a good cook, so he's making chicken and baked potatoes and green beans and rolls and stuff tomorrow when they get home when the kids get home from camp. So I've got that to look forward to.
So this camp, is it a camp they stay at overnight, or is it a camp that they come
this
home
one
every night?
This one, yes. They was going to like 3 camps this summer. She had signed them up for 3 camps this summer. 2 of them, I believe, are overnight, including this one, and one is a day camp that our church is doing.
All right, we'll share a couple other things for you here. Let me bring the screen there, and let me get rid of my icon. So, and naturally it opens up somewhere else. Why would I expect it to open up over here? So that's how worn out they are.
Is that them right now, or was that earlier?
That was earlier. Actually, it was yesterday. And then we have this one. This is Indiana. And of course there is audio. I'm not sharing my audio, so I don't know if anybody can hear it or not.
Nope.
But yeah, I probably should have readjusted it a little bit, but
I don't see a
I was basically just showing Mom the little gizmo thing.
Unless you're adventurous.
I couldn't drive and hold the camera at the same time.
Oh, Mom said don't go.
Were you? It looked like you might have been in reverse.
Don't go down there.
Nope, we were sitting still, looking out over the horizon, not moving at all. I do have this one's moving. This one is actually moving.
Well, I have got a way to go here. I'm on the brake and we're still gaining speed, and I'm actually holding my brake. And we were
going down this really steep hill,
and I've got the brake on.
And I picked up about 10 miles an hour, and I was actually using my brake to slow down. Oh, it did pick up the little chipmunk. I didn't think it did.
Okay, so
I only ask that because it looks like your backup camera is on.
Nope, that again, Alex. Foot number 2 goes in the mouth. This is from my cell phone, looking out over the horizon, out the front window. There's the screen that shows us which direction we were sitting northeast at the time. My sunglasses, and we were actually talking to a couple people that were over here to the left about this area right here. So, nope. Once again,
I can't help but laugh because your sunglasses look like part of the screen. I thought it was something on the screen.
Nope, my sunglasses are the old man Terminator glasses is what I like to call them. And then there's dinner. Fried chicken was on the agenda for Mrs. K and Mrs. K, and that's not coffee, that's actually tea. It was pretty good. So that I believe is all of our day.
What'd you have?
Steak, barbecue chicken, pulled pork, collard greens, and a little bit of lima beans.
And he had fried okra. Don't let him fool you.
My mom had fried okra. Did not have fried okra.
And dessert.
I nibbled on Mrs. K's. Mom didn't have dessert. Mrs. K got enough dessert for all of us. And it was a good day. I'm sure there'll be food involved Sunday. I'm just can't release because I'm sure if they wake up, they'll hear me. I didn't time how long it took those 5 videos to go up from the phone to the cloud. But I wanted to show Alex something too. I'll just share this with Zoom real quick. So this will be both feet and half of Alex's knees at the same time. Alex, what is that?
Looks like a phone that they put in a hotel room.
Oh, what's that say right there at the top? What's that say? Walmart? But those don't exist anymore, according to...
I haven't seen them in...
According to someone in Arkansas, those no longer
I have
exist.
not seen them for at least 10 years in our Walmarts.
Then your Walmart's 10 years behind times. Not only was it on the phone, but if I wanted to be so brave and bold and get in trouble, I could have picked it up and paged somebody.
Because they have the...
Yeah,
our
they got
Walmart,
the instructions right there on the thing.
Yeah, that's the way ours used to be. But ours, I guess, the people that work there, I guess they got smarter and took the phones off, or at least if phones are still there, took the numbers, took the instructions off.
Yeah, I seen that, and I stopped and took a picture, and everybody thought I was crazy.
Yeah,
I said, nope, I meant to show you that last night. I forgot all about it. So, anyway, unfortunately, YouTube did not get to see that, or fortunately, YouTube did not get to see that. One or the other. Depends on how you look at it.
But then if you would have picked it up and paid somebody soon after that, you probably would have been told to, sir, can you please exit the store?
Well, that's what I said if I want to get in trouble. But they'd have to figure out it was me that did it. I mean, by the time someone would have gotten around to figuring out what phone that was using, I would have been at least 2 aisles over.
You know what I would have done? I would have been really naughty if that was me and picked up the phone, hit the page button, and left the phone off the hook, so that it wouldn't make a really loud screeching noise until someone actually hung it up and figured out what.
So Wintermute asks, is Mom a Colts fan? Yep, she's followed the Colts. She's a big Peyton Manning fan. Me and the English language, I'm just gonna give up.
Or
she's been a Colts fan for a long time.
Or this is even better. Just turn my horn volume all the way up on my wheelchair and turn the phone on page and blow my horn in the phone.
Yeah, again, only you would think of that. Hello, Sean. Hello, Jim.
Das Vidania.
I cannot believe you made Alex co-host again.
Well, there's no again. I made him host the other night for the last 5 minutes of the show, and he missed a golden opportunity to do something I figured he would do, but oh well.
He actually behaved himself.
Yeah, he was actually good. I literally think he took my warning of don't abuse it, there will be consequences. I think he actually took it to heart.
Alex, if you put me in the waiting room, I will find a way to come down there, take you out of your wheelchair, and I will run you over with your wheelchair.
No, I'll run you over with my wheelchair.
All right, girls, knock it off. Don't make me put you both in the waiting room. I do have that ability, you know. And all I got to do is one simple little click, and now somebody can go in the waiting room from anybody. Look at him. He's like, is that me? Could that be me? Could that be me? Oh, what'd I miss on Doug's today? That good, was it?
Didn't watch it.
I watched probably a minute or two of it, maybe.
He had to restart it for some reason. I don't exactly remember what the reason was.
Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, so
he was showing some document. He was showing some PDF document on the screen at the time that I clicked on it, and it was like just.
Wintermute says it was a fiasco. Oh, he says he showed some personal information of Brian's. Okay.
William, did you win something? I think William won something, didn't you? Did you win something from Kerry?
Yeah. With those little mini PCs.
You got a mini PC. Nice. Which one are you getting? Do you know?
Not really sure, but
yeah, exactly.
They're all about the same,
right? Plus, you're getting it for free, right?
Yeah.
You have a use for it?
To learn Windows 11 on.
Okay, I can tell you what you won't use it for. Would you like to take a wild guess on what you won't use it for? Come on, any wild guess?
Zoom?
Nope. I think it'll work for Zoom.
It'll work. It'll work for most web-based stuff. It's not not an issue.
Roy says gaming. No, not even gaming.
You won't be gaming, that's for sure.
Well, let's do the Saturday Night Live skit bit here. What DaVinci Resolve computer will you not be using?
The little mini PC.
No, you were supposed to say something else. Yes, I doubt it will run DaVinci, seriously.
No, it'll run DaVinci.
Just real slow.
Don't expect to render an hour-long video in anything less than an hour. Okay, but yes. Look, when I first started putting together YouTube videos, like the very first, I think the very first one that I posted about a computer build, the very first computer build I did, which was 2020-ish. It was October or November. It's like the very first video I posted. I rendered that video
right
on a Ryzen 2200G, which is, I think it might have been 4 cores, 4 threads, maybe. Built-in graphics. It's the Ryzen, like, 1st or 2nd generation APU. But it took every minute that the original spliced together video was. It took every minute of that for it to render in DaVinci. Okay. Versus what I have now. What I have now takes a almost 2-hour video and renders it in like 25 minutes.
That's pretty good.
So 25, 30. So it's, could I have done that on the original Potato? Yes, but it would have taken all of that 2 hours for it to get through doing.
Right. Your 2-hour video, has that got a lot of text and effects, or is it just stitched together?
It's mostly stitched together. There's a few transitions in there. There's some adjustment of audio level, but nothing anywhere near what the hell you're doing.
Okay.
So
I was going to shoot an hour video and then just render it and see, or put one together. I might do that anyway.
He might have good luck if he gets that Ryzen, whatever, that Ryzen 3 or whatever that Terry just did a couple days ago.
Well, I know
that Celeron.
The one with garbage. Yeah, the one with the 3200U in it. Yeah, that's the one generation above a 2200G.
Yeah, that's the boss game.
I do know I appreciate everyone reaching out with all the wonderful comments about my mom last night. She was really happy to hear that when I told her. I got people sending me messages and emails and everything else, so I appreciate that, and I'm sure she does too. Maybe tomorrow night, when she's not so worn out, we'll get her to step in briefly and say hi. I think we can get that arranged.
Oh, How was last night? What time did you end up going to bed?
I went to bed at 4:30 this morning.
Oof.
Alex, he has to stay up all night to watch his mom.
Yeah, well, I just
I
watch
know.
the house. I don't.
That's
watch
why
my
I was
mom.
asking.
Wintermute dropped the link for the one that William won.
Okay, let's go look at that link. Close Zoom.
Like a nice little PC.
right now.
By the time I got on the carries and actually realized what he's doing.
It's an N95. Have fun trying to use DaVinci on that. That's one of those Celeron processors.
Yeah, well, believe me, you can use it on DaVinci. Just don't expect it to move very quickly.
Don't put two effects and a transition in there because that might.
It could choke on that. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, really.
It's possible.
Nice. Congratulations.
I think William said he just wants it for Windows 11 to learn how to use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, that's nothing.
That's why I bought this mini PC, so I could learn how to use Windows 11. And I liked it so much, I upgraded all my other computers to Windows 11. I have no Windows 10 PCs anymore.
And then when you get tired of using it, how to learn Windows 11, William, you could always put like Linux on it or put something else on it to play around with.
That was funny. Terry did not do the video he was supposed to do today.
What was he supposed to do today?
Another mini PC.
I forgot what he called it. It was a experiment one. It wasn't. Yeah, they're not released yet.
Yeah. Okay, so
It was his birthday.
Yeah, today was his birthday. I did see that on Facebook.
Guess what he got for his birthday? A mini PC.
yes, here it is.
That's funny.
The very first computer build video that I posted, which was in November of 2020. It was 1 hour and 55 minutes. I rendered that on a 2200G, and it took all of that 1 hour and 55 minutes for it to render. Now that same video on this system, 25 minutes.
I have some news for after the stream.
I wonder if that guy that was watching Carrie yesterday, I wonder if he unsubscribed to Carrie. Carrie was bad mouthing him about, well, if you don't know how to use email, I don't think you're good for that computer. If you don't know how to send email, you don't know how to use a computer. And all this other crap. He was just going off. Everybody in chat was like, hey, do you have an email address? Do you have a phone? Then he asked, can I send you a text instead of an email? And Carrie's like, no, it has to be an email. And
yeah,
I heard
that guy
something.
unsubscribed.
I must have missed that one.
But sounds like that guy needs to go back and watch some of these old videos that they released back in like 1995 or Windows 3.1 days, telling people about how to use email, how to use a mouse, and how to do all the basics of a computer.
But the man's 70-something years old.
That's got to factor in on a lot of things. I got another copyright notification. Remind me tonight to bring that up to Brian. I want to see if he can find another little bit of music.
How old was this guy, supposedly?
I think he said 70-something years old.
I'm 70. Neither one of my grandparents have ever used a computer. I barely got my grandma using her Kindle for Facebook and Solitaire. And then whenever her password needs re-entered or reset on Facebook, I have to go there and do it.
I'm 72 and I can email, do banking online, shopping.
You've been around computers. Not everybody's been around computers.
My mother-in-law, who will be 96 in September, before she went into assisted living, was on Facebook, was doing email, and she was in her mid to late 80s at the time. Okay, so the fact that you're 70, whatever the heck, I'm sorry, that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
Why is she not? Do they not allow her to have internet or a computer where she's at, or?
No, you got on. She's in assisted living. She's in memory care. She's got some signs of Alzheimer's and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's why
Right.
she doesn't have a computer anymore.
96.
She'll be 96 in September.
Whoa.
And
she's
she was easily in her mid 80s, probably. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. No, maybe not. She was probably her early 80s when she first started screwing around with the computer. She had a laptop and she had a desktop, and I got to tell you, she pretty much was okay. I never really had to intervene very much with her. So, this excuse that I'm 70 plus, and then no, if you've given up learning, then I can't help you.
It's Jim. It starts at 2 hours and 28 minutes and 43 seconds is when he starts dissing this guy about not being able to use a computer. I think it starts a little bit before that, but yeah.
That's not today's. That's what, Thursdays?
That was yesterday's, yeah.
Thursdays. Okay. I'll have a look at it.
Yeah. I hope that guy unsubscribed to him the way Terry decided to chew him out. He's like, if you can't open a door, it's not like I can come there and teach you how to open a door. Like, just this guy, just bashing him. And
all right, 2 hours. I'm sorry, 2 hours and what?
About 48 minutes.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna mute myself. I want to see this. Hang on.
This also comes to my head is, how did this guy stumble upon Carrie's video on YouTube if he's not able to figure out how to send an email?
Yeah. Why do you need an email to stumble upon someone's YouTube channel? Just go to YouTube and search.
I'm just saying.
Now, the correlation makes no sense. I mean,
because when you're not signed into YouTube, it's probably not going to show you.
You can search live YouTube and come across live YouTube for everyone and anyone and everybody. So I wanted to share this. I got this morning, which 2:24 is my morning, but I thought it's kind of funny because we were driving down the road and it popped up and I seen his name and I am a professional, and I told my mom, I said, this guy's going to want money. Now, I have not answered. I will not answer. I'm not going to ask him how much it is. I just find it's funny that I had the one that bothered me for a couple of weeks, and now it's popping back up. I have another one that's the same thing. So
it's going to be $99 an hour, I bet.
Probably. The other one wanted $95. I think it was a straight up one-time $95 deal, but I just wanted to share it. I'm not going to answer it. Oh, he's in Bangladesh. Well, ITZ, it was really good to know you. Have a good day. That takes care of that problem.
I thought you were offering a video editing and photo editing services, Ken.
I'm not offering to promote someone's channel. I'm offering to, if you have something like my background that I made that you would like done, or if you have something like the thing I made for Gary, or if you have something like the thing I made for, why is OBS over there? For Robert, that's what I'm offering. And that may or may not take off. I don't know. I will put effort in to get it started, and if it comes to fruition, cool. And if it doesn't, I'm okay with that as well.
You know, Sam has that voice graph shows up in on his channel when he joins.
Yeah,
it's stuff like that and more in the add-ons.
All right, let me go catch up with chat. Looking at the link, that's the one William makes a comment with the phone. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be able to use Gmail or email or anything to get to live YouTube streams. You go to YouTube, go into the search and type live streams, and you'd be amazed at what shows up. My show has showed up on there. It was way down the list, but it was on there. Long Dog, I ran into a few elderly people starting to have cognitive issues, but they still have to participate in the world. Yeah, that's true. Who knows? Next week, you guys may be pulling my string so I can run the show. I don't know. Why can't we get an operating system and stick to it? Yeah, that'd be nice. I suspect I will get grumpy. Yeah, we were joking about that today, my mom and I, about being old and grumpy. She says, you earn that right the older you get. I says, well, I'm only 64, Mom. I don't. You've earned that right. So that was kind of fun. Anyway.
The guy that they were talking about on Carrie's video, probably Marlena.
Sean, are you sure that was 2 hours and 48 minutes?
Well, hang on, let me go back.
Is there not a way you can mark the video to go to a specific point in time?
You can.
Okay. I thought I'd seen Doug demonstrate
Hang on, let
that.
me mute myself again.
Back on not being able to use
The 2 hours and
oh,
48 minutes is like towards the end of the video.
back to not being able to use it, being 70-something years old. My mother, she's never used a computer, and every day I tell her something about her smartphone, and she forgets. Somebody that I don't have the patience to sit down and teach that. It's probably possible for her to learn it, but I just don't have the patience.
Yeah. My dad absolutely refused to get on a computer. Just refused it. My dad passed in 2003. And
my dad was good at it because he had to do it at his work.
Right. Yeah, my dad, he was not, I think he really was afraid if he touched a button, it would break.
Jim, sorry, it's 2 hours and 27 minutes.
27. Okay.
That's right before it starts.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I would laugh about this. When I was little, I used to come to my grandmother down where I live now, but we lived in a different town. I'd come to my grandmother's. It's close by where I live now. And she'd say, I don't know if that thing will work down here, because she meaning out down in the country. I don't know if that thing will work out in the country.
Yeah.
The Nintendo.
So this is on the Boss Game Mini PC from yesterday?
Yeah. Everybody in chat was trying to help.
All right.
Them,
so at the end of it
and
all,
then Carrie just kept saying, well, if you don't know how to use email, I don't think you're good for this computer.
PC. And
then
by
you
better,
start talking about a door. Oh, if you can't open a door, it's not like I can help you open that door.
The fact that it comes with Windows 11 Pro,
maybe
the fact that it has a Ryzen 3 processor.
Yeah, everybody in chat was
the
trying to help him
incredible
send
price
the
of
email to Carrie so
That
you
just blows my
get that
mind.
computer.
I have a
Carrie kept
feeling
saying, if you can't send email,
if these
then
things keep going the way they're
you don't
going,
need this computer.
we're going to
This
be
computer's not
entering
for
into
you.
getting these PCs under $100, and it may get to be a point where they start mailing these out to people like AOL CDs.
Yes.
All right, maybe not like.
So is it possible? Is the guy's
Mark
name
Gaines,
Jim
there he is.
Barksdale?
He contributes £10.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey, Carrie, I just got
Is
in
it
from doing the
possible
weekly
he was
shop.
trying
I'll
to figure
rewind
out
and watch later."
what
Thank
Carrie's
you as
email
always, Mark.
address
Mark watches
was?
us from Northern
No,
Ireland.
he knew what it was because they kept saying it in chat. They kept telling him in chat what his email address was.
Okay.
He just kept saying he doesn't know how to send email, and he doesn't. He would rather send a text, and Carrie's like, "No, I don't accept texts. I accept emails only."
Okay.
Yeah, so
Possibly he was on a phone then?
yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses for the guy, but I've watched a little bit of it. I'll go back and watch more later. About 10 years ago, my dad was the same way. He would not use a computer. Yeah, my dad just would not. He refused. Just would not. He just.
My mother and them didn't have a smartphone until probably 2015, 2016, somewhere around that.
I had to find a charger for my mom's. She got a flip phone. She lost her charger, who knows when. And you're not going to believe what charger cord actually charges my mom's flip phone. Who's going to put his foot in his... Wait a minute. Let's see how long it takes Alex to put his foot in his mouth. Go ahead, Alex.
Micro B.
I don't identify him by ABC, micro this. No. My earbuds charger cord works on my mom's flip phone. All the other ones I've got laying around, like I would have bet good money that the charger for this phone that Chris and you sent me as a joke would have fit that phone. Being that it's a flip phone, I would have figured that charger would fit. And it looks like it should fit, but it would not. I was down to the bottom of the barrel dreading going to Best Buy to get a cord for her to charge her phone.
Mini USB. Mini
possibly.
USB charging.
Just out of more or less desperation, I tried it and plugged it in and it charged the phone. So you already illustrated company. Not willing to learn. Oh, come on. What do you mean not willing to learn? What? Hold on, I'm being paged. Be right back.
We can see this right here. I can't show myself because I don't have hardly anything on. Okay. This is an HDMI adapter to composite.
Hey, Chris, are you in your birthday suit?
Nah.
Oh, he didn't get that.
Not quite.
Right over his head.
I know what you're talking about. Not quite.
Birthday suit means you're butt naked, dude.
I know.
Oh.
Ginger Billy. I saw that video, Sean. Put his wood on.
Oh yeah, you definitely get Ken kicked off YouTube. You jumped on his block naked. Somebody told me that YouTube has movies on there that are rated.
Dude, I thought he was gonna say they have movies that are free. Yes. There is free movies on YouTube with ads.
Yeah, but they're X-rated movies. I didn't know that. I never looked them up, but.
All right, I'm back. Mom wanted to go to bed, so I had to wake Mrs. K up to put Mom to bed. I am back.
They have movies on YouTube that are free that are not X-rated.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is I didn't know that YouTube supported X-rated movies. I didn't know that.
Long as the people putting them on there are willing to pay money.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to. So I'm going to address Long Dog's comment. You are already illustrating a grumpy old man not willing to learn. I have no words for that. I've learned, I'm self-taught on how to stream. Yeah, it sucks, but I'm self-taught, so I learned that. I'm self-taught on DaVinci. That sucks, but I learned it. I messed around with Blender. Oh, grumpy old man, because Long Dog, can I put you in the waiting room? Let me figure this out. I'll be right back. I'm going to figure out how to put him in the waiting room.
Just make it so he can't chat. And only make it so he can only watch the video.
As in blocking from the channel, and then he can only see the video and chat to himself. I'm not going to do that because I'm just joking with him. I'm just messing
I know. I'm just.
However, on the other hand, I can make it to where you can't talk. 3 little dots. What's this says? What's this? I've wondered, what is this remove button? Remove. Does that like remove you from the stream?
I don't know, but Jeff was wondering what it was like too. He was wondering.
You're about on YouTube or Zoom?
Yeah, there's no remove. Was there remove on YouTube? on chat? There is, isn't there?
You can delete their messages, but yeah.
Yeah, I know you can delete the messages, and I know you can. Okay, he brought up and to good.
Well, this is a bit concerning of Jim.
So Wintermute dropped the link, and it's right to the point because when I started, it said, "Well, this is a bit concerning of Jim." I'm sure he's not talking about our Jim here. He's probably talking about the other guy. So that's cool. But let's see. If I hover over, go to the three dots, go to channel, pin message, report, remove, put user in. Oh, I can put him in timeout. There you go.
They have
that's funny.
for older people that have a hard time learning a computer. They have a special kind of computer for that. It's called a WOW computer, like WOW, literally WOW. It's called a WOW computer. It's an all-in-one. It only costs over $1,000.
And it's like a version of Linux.
Yeah, but it's got some version of Linux that only lets you access certain things like the weather, certain videos.
We talked about that before on Doug's. And you know who makes those? HP used to make them.
A WOW computer.
Actually, it's Telekin.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I knew who it was. I just couldn't remember.
Well, I'll have to look into it so I can start learning things because I've been accused of being a grumpy old man not willing to learn. So I'll look into that.
They even still make them?
I don't know, but years ago I looked into them. I looked at one for my grandma, and she used to say she didn't want one.
Well, it's still, their website's still up. I would like to have one just to play around with, but I'm not going to pay that price.
They're as expensive as a Mac because of the software they run. I guess that's the reason why. That's the only thing I can think of.
I'll Google it after a bit. WOW, wow.
Yes.
Okay, I'll Google it later.
If that don't work, put in Telekin.
Boy, Atlanta and Cincinnati are in a slugfest, 10-11 in the top of the ninth.
Who's winning?
Cincinnati by 1. I think Atlanta will probably win it. They're the better team. Earlier when I checked the score, it was like 7-2 Atlanta.
Go ahead.
So Cincinnati has come back and taken a slim lead. Maybe that's what we'll do tomorrow. I need to look something up while I'm thinking about it. INDIA.
Take her to the baseball game.
That's what I'm looking up.
If I could share my screen, I could show you that. They even make laptops.
I didn't know they make laptops only all-in-ones.
Okay, Alex, you're just being smart now.
I really didn't. I mean,
hey, so somebody on Carrie's show today said that
Here they are. That's a pretty big lap. Looks pretty big. Looks bigger than 15.
I say it's probably a 17 inch.
It says 15.
It may just be the software that makes it look.
Well, they are playing in town tomorrow night. That them being the Indianapolis Indians, the farm team for I believe Pittsburgh now.
So it's only 32 gig SSD.
They must not want you doing much of anything on there.
All right, what am I looking at?
Well, these are WOW computers.
Computers that are specially designed for seniors that don't want to learn Windows.
Are they touchscreen?
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of.
I mean, basically, what they are is all the. You can't add, subtract, or anything. It's just got whatever the functions are. What you see is what you get.
All right, well, my first question is going to be, what operating system is this supposed to be running?
A Linux type.
a type of
version of
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Linux.
For somebody who's never had a computer, operating Linux is no different to them than operating Windows.
A long dog.
I came across something interesting today. Apparently, there's something called for some really strict Jewish people. They have what's called kosher technology, and like in New York, since there's a big Orthodox Jewish population, they have vending machines that you can buy kosher phones in that only do talk. They don't have no text messages. They don't have no internet or anything else.
You don't want to get me started.
Somebody on
I was
Carrie's
trying to catch up with chat, and I'm actually trying to find what time or how much ticket. The game starts tomorrow night at 7:08, which that would mean I'm not streaming at 9. And I can't find. I'm on their website, and because I have the inability, huh?
I was going to say you'll be streaming at 7:08 when the game starts.
No, if
waiting room.
I'm not going to stream from the game. I'm going to learn how to speak in the English language because I'm not going to the game. I'm thinking about going to the game.
You got to be kidding me.
Don't you know how to multitask? Watch the game and stream at the same time?
Apparently not, according to certain people. I'm not going to say anyone's name, but he lives in.
Yeah, he's
California.
in a waiting room. Who cares?
That Telekin, this 22-inch touchscreen, is $1,299.
I like Rand's comment. If I ever find myself at a loss for words, always say those damn kids. That's true. Yes.
I might have been in the waiting room, Jim, but I could still hear what you were saying.
Because we know you watch the stream. You make it sound like you got some kind of secret superpower to listen. We all know you watch the stream.
No, you don't. You don't.
If I did,
exactly.
If there was a way for me to listen in on the Zoom after the stream when I'm in the waiting room, believe me, I would have already figured it out. But I haven't yet.
Because
I haven't either. Even though there was some updates that kind of alluded that on the bigger business plans there might be a way for that to actually happen.
Well, maybe that's because you haven't figured it out because of those 3 or 4 words that you just said on the bigger business plans.
Yeah, of course. This is crazy. I'm on their website. I click on tomorrow's game, thinking it would take me to the ticket section. It doesn't. It just takes me to a printable schedule, which is kind of not helpful. When I go to the ticket section itself, it's got 2, 4, 6, 10 different choices, none of which are for a single game.
If the game's tomorrow and you're buying and you want to look up tickets to buy for tomorrow's game, don't you think the tickets would be a whole lot more expensive than if you would have bought them 2 or 3 weeks ago?
No, it's going to be the same price today as it's going to be 2 or 3 weeks ago. I could buy tickets for August and it's still going to be the same price. It doesn't work that way. We have ice hockey in the desert. Wow.
Hey,
but that Zamboni works overtime.
Maybe
Brand. They said kids today, they use text message. I use text messages a lot. Probably more than I should. Speaking of that, I have a bone to pick with someone. It's the immediate moment we get off the stream.
Let me guess who that is. Me.
Catching up with chat.
Hey, Alex, maybe one of those computers is what Josh needs.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Chris.
Speaking of Josh, I wonder where he's at tonight. Surely to goodness he didn't do something silly and goof his machine up, did he?
Why don't we all pitch in and buy him one? And then have him ship us his computer.
It won't play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh, can I put a different SSD?
Looks like they range from $12 to $18. If you have a coupon code, you probably get them cheaper. And they have handicap accessible seats, so I'm going to look into that.
Is that for the nosebleed section, or can you bring your own chair and sit wherever?
I don't know what it costs to sit in. That would be what they call the infield park. I wouldn't sit there because you're not going to see much of the game. Now, I am looking at the accessible seating area for wheelchair accessible and semi-ambulatory seats. So they have some pretty good seats. There goes the scroll by. So I'll come back to this so I can get my goodbyes into everybody. I want to thank Matthew Camp, Long Dog, Rand Israel, John Owoy Sr. See you tomorrow night, John. Maybe. If there's no stream, you'll know I'm at the baseball game, and yes, I'll stream after the baseball game should I decide to do that. And if I do, I'll put it on my community page that the stream will be delayed tomorrow night. And I'm not going to mention anyone's name in Arkansas that's probably going to say, Ken, you said you were going to stream every night at 9 o'clock. Why aren't you streaming tonight? Ken, what's going on? Mrs. K's knocking on the door. I'll be right back. It's going to end on its own. And if I'm not back as soon as the stream ends, somebody put him in the waiting room.
Beep, beep.